Have you ever wondered where the everyday objects you use come from? You know, the things you pick up and use without a second thought. I'm talking about toothbrushes, paper, glasses, that first cup of coffee, the stuff that makes up our daily routines. It turns out that even the most mundane objects have a rich and unexpected history, often going back thousands of years. Today we're diving into the surprising origins of 5 common items you use daily. We'll unearth the ancient techniques, accidental discoveries, and innovative minds that brought these everyday essentials into our lives. So buckle up, get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to embark on a journey through the history of the mundane. Okay, think about this. What's the one thing you use every day that has directly impacted human health more than almost anything else? Antibiotics, vaccines? Nope, it's the toothbrush. We take them for granted, but for most of human history, oral hygiene was, well, let's just say it was a little more rustic. We're talking frayed twigs, chewed up herbs, bone fragments, not exactly what you'd call minty fresh. The earliest forms of tooth cleaning tools date back over 5,000 years. Archaeologists have unearthed chew sticks with frayed ends in ancient Egyptian tombs. These early civilizations understood that taking care of your teeth was important. They might not have known about bacteria, but they knew that cleaning your teeth made your breath smell better and, well, kept your teeth from falling out. Fast forward a few thousand years and we see the development of more sophisticated toothbrushes in China. These brushes used bristles made from the stiff hairs found on the back of a hog's neck, boar bristles. These bristles were attached to handles made of bone or bamboo. Talk about ingenuity. The design of the toothbrush remained relatively unchanged for centuries until, get this, the 1930s, when DuPont introduced nylon bristles. Nylon was a game changer, more durable, hygienic, and bonus, no animals were harmed in the making of these bristles. And then, boom! The electric toothbrush hit the scene in the 1960s, revolutionizing oral care forever. So, next time you're brushing your teeth, take a moment to appreciate the long and fascinating journey of the toothbrush. It's a testament to human ingenuity and our never-ending quest for a brighter smile. We use it every day, from the moment we wake up to the moment we fall asleep. It's the canvas for our thoughts, the carrier of information, the silent witness to history. I'm talking about paper, people. And let me tell you, the story of paper is a long and winding one. Imagine a world without paper. No books, no newspapers, no post-it notes to remind you to pick up your dry cleaning. It's almost unfathomable, right? But for most of human history, paper, as we know it, didn't exist. The ancient Egyptians, those clever folks, developed papyrus, a writing material made from the papyrus plant. They figured out how to harvest the plant's pith, soak it, press it, and dry it into sheets. Papyrus was the go-to writing surface for centuries, but it was fragile and not exactly ideal for mass production. Enter the Chinese. Around 105 AD, a Han Dynasty official named Cai Lun revolutionized the world with his invention of paper making. Cai Lun figured out how to create a durable writing surface using readily available materials like tree bark, hemp, and rags. His process involved breaking down these fibers into a pulp, pressing out the water, and drying the resulting sheets. Talk about a game changer. From China, the art of paper making spread slowly, but surely throughout the world, eventually reaching Europe in the 12th century. The invention of the printing press in the 15th century created a huge demand for paper, leading to the establishment of paper mills all across Europe. Today we have countless varieties of paper, from the flimsy newsprint of your morning paper to the sturdy cardboard of your moving boxes. And of course we can't forget about digital paper, the pixels that light up our screens. But even in our digital age, there's something special about the feel of a physical book, the scratch of a pen on paper. It's a connection to our past, a reminder of the ingenuity that brought us this essential material. Chapter 3, Glasses from Stones to Spectacles. Let's face it, being able to see clearly is kind of important. I mean, it's one of our primary senses, right? But for a good chunk of human history, if your vision wasn't great, well, you were just out of luck. It wasn't until around the 13th century that someone finally said, hey, maybe we can do something about this whole blurry vision thing. Enter the reading stone. These weren't your typical stones, mind you. These were polished pieces of convex glass that could magnify text when placed on top of it. It was a simple solution, but it made a world of difference for people who struggled to read. Fast forward to Italy in the late 13th century, and we have the invention of eyeglasses as we know them today. These early spectacles consisted of two convex lenses held together by a frame that could be perched on the nose. They weren't pretty, but they worked. Over the centuries, eyeglasses evolved from clunky contraptions to stylish accessories. Frames were made from everything from leather and bone to tortoiseshell and metal. Lenses were improved, offering clearer vision and correcting a wider range of vision problems. Today we have an astounding array of eyeglass options. We've got glasses that darken in the sun, glasses that connect to our smartphones, and glasses so lightweight you forget you're even wearing them. It's a far cry from those early reading stones, and it's a testament to our desire to see the world in all its clarity. Chapter 4. Coffee. From Ethiopian beans to global phenomenon. Okay, coffee lovers, this one's for you. That morning cup of joe that gets you going, that afternoon pick-me-up, that after-dinner espresso. It's more than just a beverage, it's a ritual, a cultural phenomenon, a global obsession. But have you ever stopped to think about where this magical bean came from? Legend has it that coffee was discovered in Ethiopia by a goat herder named Kaldi. Kaldi noticed that his goats were acting a little, shall we say, energized after munching on the berries of a particular tree. Curious, Kaldi tried the berries himself and experienced a similar boost in energy. Thus, coffee was born. Well, not quite. It took a while for coffee to catch on. From Ethiopia, coffee spread to Yemen, where it was cultivated and brewed into a beverage called kawa. Coffee houses, known as kahve khanes, popped up all over Yemen, becoming social hubs where people gathered to drink coffee, socialize, and discuss the news of the day. By the 16th century, coffee had spread throughout the Middle East, North Africa, and eventually Europe. Coffee houses became all the rage in Europe, serving as meeting places for intellectuals, artists, and anyone who wanted to enjoy a stimulating beverage. The demand for coffee led to the establishment of coffee plantations in various parts of the world, including South America, which is now one of the world's leading coffee producers. Today, coffee is one of the most traded commodities in the world, enjoyed by billions of people every day. So, next time you take a sip of your favorite brew, remember Kaldi and his goats and the long, fascinating journey of coffee from Ethiopian shrubs to your cup. Chapter 5. Light bulb. Illuminating the world. Imagine a world lit only by fire. No street lights, no lamps, no overhead lights to chase away the darkness. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? But for most of human history, that was the reality. The invention of the light bulb revolutionized the way we live, work, and play, extending our days and illuminating our nights. But the path to electric light was not without its bumps. Before Thomas Edison and his famous incandescent bulb, there were countless inventors and scientists who experimented with ways to create artificial light. One of the earliest pioneers was Humphrey Davy, an English chemist who in the early 1800s developed the first electric arc lamp. Davy's lamp produced a bright light by creating an electrical arc between two carbon electrodes. It was a major breakthrough, but it was also impractical for widespread use. Enter Thomas Edison. Edison wasn't the first to invent the incandescent light bulb, but he was the one who figured out how to make it commercially viable. In 1879, after countless experiments, Edison and his team developed a light bulb that could burn for hours using a carbonized bamboo filament. It was a game changer. Edison's light bulb paved the way for the widespread electrification of homes and cities. Suddenly, people could work, read, and socialize after the sun went down. The invention of the light bulb transformed society, extending our days and fueling economic growth. Today, we have a dazzling array of lighting options, from energy-efficient LEDs to smart bulbs that can be controlled with our smartphones. But it all started with that first flickering incandescent bulb, a testament to human ingenuity and our quest to illuminate the world around us. Ultra the extraordinary in the ordinary. It's fascinating to see how these everyday items have evolved over time. From simple beginnings to complex creations, they reflect human ingenuity, our relentless pursuit of progress, and our desire to make life a little bit easier, a little bit brighter, and a lot more interesting. Next time you use one of these objects, you'll know a bit more about its history, the journey it took to get to your hands, It's a reminder that even the most mundane objects have a story to tell. A story that connects us to the past and illuminates the present. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing stories.